Hey y'all, with the enshittification of everything, I hope people have tried to find joy somewhere. I've been painting and I was an auctioneer for the first time today, hence the fluffier and actually well done hair. And it was a good time. So that was a good part of my weekend on top of the absolutely horrific mess that this world is right now. And so I had seen that State Senator Tweena Nobles had posted that her Senate bill HB 221, medically tailored meals, it looks like it's, going to happen. And that's, I was like, that's freaking awesome. I just wish it wasn't a nonprofit that gets this money. Like, how come we as a government body just can't provide that instead of everything having to be a nonprofit? I was like, it's less money that gets to us. And there's tons of research about that. And there is a reason that everybody wants to be a nonprofit when they have their businesses if they can, especially if they know how to funnel the money. And so I just feel like it's a government body. We should do everything to take care of our citizens, and it doesn't have to include nonprofits. It just doesn't. The government should provide that, and it shouldn't be up to a third party that then has to have a salary and then can take this money and loophole it any way it seems to want to, because you hear about nonprofit fraud all the fucking time. And we know that there are companies, like I pointed out, because she was like, sources, please. And I was like, well, let's just look at the United Way. I mean, that was a huge one. And then I was like, and now let's look at churches. I said, they're nonprofits, correct? Look at how much they have in wealth. They don't pay taxes on anything and they don't have to report anything. You think that that's not hurting us? We have to make up for in society when other people, rich corporations, like the church, doesn't pay taxes. And she was like, basically her response was kind of flippant. And I was kind of bummed about that because I did give her the reasons why I thought that. And I'm not going to assume any sort of religious affiliation or anything else. I'm just not going to. So she came back. She was like, oh, great. Well, no sources. And she was like, and it was a great Sunday. She was like, church was fantastic. And I was like, oh, okay. You want to go down that road? Well, ma'am, I mean, I feel like that kind of comment says it's okay to give our money to a book that says that you came from a man's rib. That it's okay to give our money to a belief system with talking donkeys in the book and multi-headed monsters and rape, theft, slavery, murder, and genocide. I'm glad that you are so proud of that. You know what? I could open my own church though and create my own dogma, because I mean, there's all you have to do is look around. It's very easy. All of us should actually do it. We don't want to pay property taxes. Like, you really want to revolt and you really want to fucking take the dogma to task when it comes to religion, this is what we should do. I mean, we could build religions that are actually based on kindness and empathy and education. I mean, we currently have that. It's like science and education, like real education, but we don't want to fund that. We want to make sure that crisis pregnancy centers, which I responded to her about, tons of money that they get, and they siphon off and buy real estate and do all kinds of things with it. Look at the loss at the fucking Providence Hospital that was investigated during COVID, like billions of dollars of bad fucking real estate investments. That's our motherfucking money. Our money. You wonder why I have a problem with nonprofits? Honey, just look around. We don't need nonprofits. We need the government to make sure its population is housed, fed, and educated, and has health care, and has its basic fucking needs met without having to have a sticky finger middleman that knows how to cook the books to funnel all of our money, to create more Jeffrey Epsteins. It's gross to me at this point that should even have to be explained, and that the flippant answer was, oh, and church was great. Ma'am, I don't care if you, again, want to go to a church that thinks that that Bible thinks that you are less than. You cannot argue that it doesn't. You may take it in a different context, but the rest of the words are in black and white. And many, many, many ex-evangelicals would be more than happy to have a much calmer, nicer, and kinder conversation than I would about it, because I'm sick of it. Everybody in society that benefits from what society provides should have to pay, end of story. And when everybody is taken care of, then we can consider flippantly throwing money around to people that don't need it but are just good at cooking books. But until then, there shouldn't be any nonprofits for things that the government should be providing with our tax dollars, because we pay those tax dollars to take care of us. not to line the pocket of some person that knows how to work the fucking system. And I'm not talking about a poor mom with kids that just needs more than $12.50 a month for fucking TANF benefits. Okay? Have a good Sunday. God bless.